Hi mathematicians, in this video we're going to learn how to graph and solve systems of equations. In our previous video, we had two equations where we had y equals in both of them. In this example, however, we still have two equations in our system of equations. However, only one of them is solved for y. We can put this one in our calculator by pressing y equals right away. However, the second one, we need to do some work before we can put it in our calculator. I'm going to copy my equation down, and now I need to get y by itself. With y, I have a positive 2x. The inverse is negative 2x, and I'm going to put that on both sides of my equation. 2x minus 2x is 0, so we can cancel it out. And we're just left with y equals negative 2x minus 6. Now that both my equations have y equals to start, we can put them in the calculator. I'm going to press y equals, then I'm going to enter my equation. To put in a fraction, I press alpha y equals and enter. Then I can put 2 divide 3. Make sure you use this button for x plus 2. Then I'm going to press second graph. I like to always include the point where x is 0. So 0, 2 will be the first point that I graph. 0, 2. So that's my first point. And if I'm looking at these values now, none of these are easy to graph. So you can go up and look for more, or you can go down. 3, 4, that's another nice point. So I'm going to go to 3 in my x and up 4 and put a point. And let's just double check our work. Let's find another one. 6, 6, 6, and up 6. Yep, that's on my graph. Now I can put the second equation in. Y equals, I'm going to go to y2 and put in the equation where I solved for y. So I'm going to put in negative. Remember, if it's at the beginning, this is a negative, the one in parentheses, 2x minus, this is minus because it's in the middle, minus 6. And again, second graph. I'm going to be using my x column and my y2 column, which is in red. So I like to start with my 0. 0 is x, y is negative 6. 0 and negative, I go down 6 right here. Now let's get another one. 1, negative 8. 1, down 8. And for the fun of it, let me do a negative x value. Negative 1, down 4 is on my graph. So now I have graphed the two lines in my system of equations. If this is not on Delta Math, you really should label your equations. So I would write this next to my first graph and this one next to my second graph. Now there's one more step because the question asks us to solve. When we're solving a system of equations, we're looking for the point that makes both equations true, the point of intersection. So at negative 3 here, our lines intersect, our lines cross. And if we look in our table at x equals negative 3, we see y1 and y2 have the same values. This point is true for both the graphs. So we're going to put that point in as our solution. Negative 3, comma 0 in parentheses. Remember to always start with the x and then put the y. Good luck with the next question.